Alright. Thank you so much for dealing with us with that little break. A government plane flew over and our stream stopped? I don't know. We don't know what happened. A helicopter flew over and then everything was done. We are at breakfast, getting ready to head to our first class of the day. Are we gonna head out?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright. So you leave You leave the lunchroom, breakfast room, and you don't have to go very far because where you first saw one of the tieflings battling all the statues, there is a teacher there standing.
Oh.
I know.
Silly teacher.
Silly teacher. This teacher is a half-elf. Tall. I don't know what Philmore looks like. He needs a little Lego dude. Or Will. But I know it's off the shelf. Half-elf. And he says, you must be, he doesn't say that.
I get that a lot.
He says, you must be here for evocation.
If you say so.
Yes.
I believe so. Well, these 3 statues here, your goal is to fight them.
Fight them or to break them?
Well, they will, out of the statues will come these, what are they? When all the statues will move, they will become flesh and attack you, on my word. And the things to remember about this are that if you say, I surrender, they will immediately stop and return to being statues in the corners where they stand. And if you die, you will just be knocked out. So this is not a deadly test, but it is a test of your skills and wills.
Anyone ever beat these 3?
Of course. It's not very easy, but they do. Especially when there's like 6 of you.
I was wondering why that one tiefling, violence, why she was fighting them alone.
I believe she was angry. I don't remember which day it was, but...
Also, if only one of us says I surrender, does it mean that they all stop and then we lost?
They do all stop and you lose.
If any of you say those words, I'm going to punch you in the stomach 17 times.
Take it with a grain of salt.
It's an odd number.
Did you roll for that?
It is an odd
No, I've just decided.
Okay.
I might continue after that, but it's going to be at least 17.
Okay. Well, take your positions.
Do we get to pick, or are they pre-assigned?
You take whatever positions you decide.
I'm gonna stand north of the westernmost 5 feet.
I think that...
The letters here. That's the teacher.
That's the teacher. Did I do that right?
1 square down.
Oh, just
And they haven't animated yet?
correct.
They said take your...
Huh?
Full stealth?
Where are you going to full stealth? Like behind one of them?
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Behind the one that Soul's next to, yes.
Okay, sure. Sneak attack.
Let me look at this real quick.
Roll a stealthy stealth.
Yeah,
Hey, bra, should I
They're
be...
not alive yet.
Should I be standing next to you or away from you? Because you stab better when people are like shoulder to shoulder with you.
No, you just be near it, and that's enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Cotrix and I will probably toward the north one.
Where's Cotrix?
Or the south one, depending on how you
Oh,
look
there.
at it. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I don't think he'll want to be up next to it, like next to
No,
Annie,
of course not.
maybe.
Like over on the stairs. Do
Yes.
you want to be next to it?
Yes, I'll be
Okay.
next.
Tamna, what are you summoning? I saw your hand.
I am summoning 4 satyrs.
Oh, good thing I have that ready.
I mean, technically you could use something similar to my picture because they've got the...
Dan,
They kind of
me,
look like you.
Dev, Ito.
Okay, great.
That's gonna be a new player race.
Dan,
Two
you can
swords
do that.
out.
Pull swords out. They kind of look like. How many? I'm sorry.
4.
Lovely.
Cool. I'll get
You
to
can
play.
summon satyrs?
Yes.
Yes,
to
you
play
leveled 7 now.
Conjure woodland beings.
And I lost it. There it is. Okay,
Get to
so
play Philippides.
Tamna.
Yeah. And the, what is it? The Mythical of Theros or whatever the next book is?
Satyr.
Satyr will be one of the new.
Player race on Theros.
Yeah.
Are they normal? Like, are they the same size as you?
Uh-huh.
Great. Where do you want them?
I want them standing in front of me, which is going to be in front of the right side one.
Okay. Let me finish renumbering them so we can talk about them. Come in. Is it pizza?
No. Sorry.
You're fine.
Trying to signal coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so in front of you.
We went to class. I didn't know where you wanted to be, so I didn't have you next to me.
Whatever. I'm wearing it right now. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Kenzie and
So we're in evocation class?
yes. With
Excellent.
Philidar.
Crap.
Who I couldn't describe because I just know he's a
Half
The
elf.
Bra and Soul on one.
Tamna and the Satyrs on the other. That's our new band name for the session.
Tamna!
And the Satyrs.
So I guess Annie and I will assist Coachix and Coraline is already on that one
Alright.
for sure. So Annie will be down there.
Okay. Do you want to
Oliver,
be
she'll be right in front of it.
right in front of it? Park. Okay.
Far.
Are you on the stairs?
Yeah, I'll be on the stairs.
All right. Let's roll initiative. All right. Coraline.
16.
Coachix.
14.
Srubra.
14.
Oh, Tamna.
15?
Two your Satyrs got a different initiative than you.
Yeah, they go on 21.
Ugh. Kenzie.
17.
And Sol.
And with our powers combined, 14.
That's gonna be great.
I'm gonna tell the satyrs, when that thing starts moving, kick its ass.
Okay.
I think you're gonna literally get behind it and start like doing the moves.
I'm sorry, Grace. I missed the room description. Can you?
You're all good. This is the room you've actually seen already. It's the one that one of the tieflings was fighting the 3 statues in
Oh.
before she said I surrender and fell to her knees and the statues reverted. So it's actually the same. Your former self describes it. If you were to say I surrender, all 3 statues will revert back to being statues.
And then I said that if any of us says that I surrender, I was gonna punch them in the stomach 17 times. And then they said that was oddly specific, and I said, well, I'm gonna punch you at least that many times,
Yep,
if not more.
if not more.
Just hey.
That's the point.
The object of the class is to defeat the statues.
Yes.
These are the statues we saw beating up a tiefling.
It's evocation class. So I'm gonna assume that you have to use evocation labs.
You can assume whatever you want to.
But I don't have access to any of that, so
Beat it through abjuration. You can do it.
That's this.
I'm gonna cast arcane bolt through my crossbow at it.
Anyone else getting called by the
cool.
CDC?
Just for flair, you see the east statue is a young woman whose face is half ruined by acid. She clutches an orb in one hand. The southern statue stands atop a stone dais and depicts Alistair Blackcoat cloak in a robe covered with unclean eyes, which I can.
Yeah.
So excited.
I'll still my hair.
Okay, the good thing that's on my stand today. And then that's the center statue, the southern one. And then the western statue is a long-haired woman armed with a gnarled wand. She looks out from behind a smooth, featureless mask. Naturally, they all just look like big old things, but at the top of the round, the satyrs. You told them to go behind the statue?
No, I just told him to kick its ass.
Kick its ass,
If it
great.
moves.
And
Kick its ass.
as soon as it starts moving, attack it.
So, yeah, so what he said was, begin. And the statues materialized and became flesh. They have not attacked yet.
I said as they started moving.
Okay,
I don't care if they've attacked yet. That isn't.
just check.
That's
All
not
right.
how this works.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a 20
Yep.
something.
Wash your hands.
Go touch your face.
8 magical piercing.
Okay.
That is a natural 1, bringing it to a 6.
That does not hit, even without mage armor yet.
Um,
Weird.
that is a 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay. And the last satyr is a 22.
Yes, that'll hit. So it's somewhere between 10 and 22, you guys. Just in case you're keeping track.
That is 6 magical piercing.
Gross that your satyrs also have magical piercing.
Well, they have magical
Whatever.
piercing because of me.
I know.
My summon stuff gets.
I know, I was one of you once. The middle southern statue of Alistair is going to.
Well,
See, 1, 2,
howdy,
3,
y'all.
4.
I'm just gonna blast you because I'm Southern Alistair.
Great.
Yes.
I like it.
Southern Alistair.
Savannah.
Where does that one go? Cool. 25 radius. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my circles? Draw objects. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Hold Alt for a circle.
Normally there's 31, so you could kind of build it.
Okay. Move circle. Damn it. Alright. Let's do that. Let's do. I can't send it anywhere. Depends your Coraline. Coraline, let's do that. Annie and Coraline, will you please do a dexterity saving throw unless you're going to counterspell? There's a feeling of a chill in the air.
A dexterity?
Oh, I do believe that I have to roll. You said
things.
you had a
Yep.
Formula here?
DM skill. I'm ready.
I believe it was an Arcana at first.
Yep.
That would be a 27.
Great. With a 27, let me look at my thing.
Okay.
Not only do you know that this is a 4th level evocation spell, but you also know that it's Ice Storm.
I will not counter this one.
Okay. So with your dexterity saving throws of
10.
great and
21.
great. You
10. Roll 2.
7.
35, so you all
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Annie doesn't take something damage, right?
Poison.
Poison. Beautiful.
Oh, she's resistant.
So, Coraline, you take 12 bludgeoning and 12 cold damage. Annie takes half of that, so Annie only takes 12 total bludgeoning and cold damage. And then that purple circle is difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Oikle soikle.
Oikle soikle. What was the thing that's happening?
obscure sight or anything?
No, it's just, so it's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder that has all these,
Things of hail.
hail, thank you. It was an H word, but I couldn't think of it. Like this little hailstorm that happens in here, and then as it ends, there's all the hail on the floor, so it gets kind of slippery and hard to traverse. Kenzie, it's your turn.
I'm going to fire a shot at it. With a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
9 magical
Okay.
piercing damage.
Ching! I don't know what that was. Are you rolling again? There was a noise that I heard.
Oh, that was my
Continue.
watch, sorry.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you like ching like it just
No,
like
does
unaffected.
not die that fast. But
Well, I thought you meant like ching like not affected by
oh,
it.
okay.
Ching, like-
No. It doesn't ping off. I just heard a noise.
Okay, sorry. Fire again.
Okay.
18.
18 does hit.
Alright, I'm going to Arcane Jolt it. Oh, not bad. 14, 19 magical piercing damage.
Nice.
And then Annie will attack. Why can't I get that roll? She got a natural 20. Let me double check the rolls on Arcane Jolt, and that's not like once per turn. Because I might have her Arcane Jolt too, since that's double the damage on that. Okay,
what it sounds like.
Just do it. When either you hit a target with a magic weapon or you still connect the target with your, you can channel energy through it. Okay, no limitations on how many per turn. So Annie will also Arcane Jolt it. And hers is a D8.
Could you do that on your turn?
What?
Could you do that on your turn?
Yeah, she can. I can Arcane Jolt or she can Arcane Jolt.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you guys share turns anyways.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 2 of those were max damage. 12. 16. 17. 20. 24 force damage.
24. Trying to find some battle music. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that was all of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Coraline.
I'm gonna swing my longsword.
Do it.
That is 17.
17 will hit.
Huh. Awesome. That is 5 magical damage. Yeah, it's really sad. Second attack. I can reroll that. Oh! It's way better. 21.
Well, that'll hit.
A lot better. That's 8 magical damage.
Okay.
And my offhand. Natural 20!
Yay!
Good zone.
10 magical
Okay.
slashing damage.
I just realized
I'm done.
that well, Annie's attack damage is twice. And roll Arcane Jolt.
Alright, Coach Rick's bra and soul. You guys can decide who goes first.
Well, I will pull out my gem and
Okay.
I will give the statue to the south the old Spaceball salute.
Great.
And right between Annie and Coraline,
Okay. Are you flipping off? Is that what you're doing? Is that what-
no, the Spaceball salute
Oh,
is
okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
They don't actually flip
Sorry.
you off.
Sorry.
Yeah. So and I do have a hand token.
Well,
Someone.
sorry, let me get the hand token because
And
we
then,
had that one.
I'm going to use, since it says when I cast a spell, I can do one of the things on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the clenched fist, so it's going to strike one creature or object, so it's going to punch
Obviously
the
that
center statue, so I get to make a melee spell attack against the southern statue. That is a 16 plus 8, so that's a 24. I'm fairly certain that's going to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits. Are we gonna push aside Annie or Coraline?
It's not a large hand.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't even take up the space that it's in.
Awesome. We'll punch it with that.
Large.
Yes, that'll hit.
The target can move toward you through the hand space, but the hand space is difficult terrain for anything. But it's got to overcome the strength target, strength score. So this does 48 force damage to the southern statue, which is not too bad. That's 18
Nice.
force damage.
It's not looking so hot.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Love the hand icon that you.
Yep,
Grace
we
said
have
we
good
needed it.
conversations, yeah. This one? Yeah, that one. This or this? The white one. Perfect. Alright, cool. Bronze soul on the other statue.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. I am going to recklessly attack it.
Okay.
I'm glad I did that for a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
You're on the eastern statue, western statue. I like this battle music. Which one is it?
This. Let me read you the description first. Big brush and pulp. You say this for the fights you might lose. It's the end game music.
Nice.
That's gonna be 9 magical slashing damage.
Alright.
Let's see if you can do better.
Do better.
I'm not the right class to be happy about that. That is gonna be a 27 to hit.
Oh, that will hit. You're trying to do better than 27?
I know Og was a champion fighter, so a dice showing 19 would have been a crit.
Gotcha.
That's not bad though.
Blaze 3. Champion
15 magical slashing damage.
15.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen Bra do cool things. So I'm gonna try to bait this into making a really bad decision.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move back north and east 1 square.
Okay.
So if it casts a spell at me, you're a mage slayer. And if it has the ability to warcast at me, then at least we know that. So I'm gonna bait and see if he'll take the bait.
Uh-huh.
I'm not raging, so this is a semi-dangerous gamble, but 1 soul would totally make.
Yeah, for sure. What? Sorry, as a mage, can I do any spell in response, or is it just like a cantrip? Or
Warcaster has the ability to cast a spell that targets
Okay.
a single creature
Okay.
with the Warcaster feat.
I don't have
So
that.
if he doesn't have the Warcaster feat, then he can just make a regular melee attack at a creature that leaves his area of opportunity.
So not like firebolt or something.
Correct. He
Oh,
cannot cast a spell unless he has the mage
Okay.
feat.
Yeah.
The Warcaster feat.
Alright, sure, I'll swing you with my big old dagger.
Okay, so not a warcaster, so
I don't know. It doesn't say it's on
taking
assume.
the opportunity
Go
attack
for
isn't
not.
super.
It's at advantage though.
Oh, yeah.
Because he attacked
Oh
recklessly.
good, I'm so glad I have a hand on this. That's a 14.
Nope.
Yeah. That was a real low double.
See, and this
thing.
works too, because like I don't ever.
Oh,
Whoa.
no! Punch the light!
Sorry, I got excited. Tries to stab at you and totally misses as you put the duck out of the way.
I thought something broke over there. I was looking
My
down. I heard
hand might have.
I heard
Just
glass.
smacked this thing. My thumb hurts, but it's fine. I'm just blowing it 4 times. Okay, Soul. Or Bra, sorry. What do you want to do in response to this?
Well, it's my turn.
Yeah, sure
so it didn't do anything for me to respond to, but first question, with my pre-battle stealth of 21.
Yep, you are. Well,
Do I get it?
let me
Yeah.
roll my
Am I
perception
hidden
check.
from it? It probably
Yes.
turned
Yes.
towards
With
whatever
my natural
attacked it.
1, he has no idea what's happening.
Then I get
I
advantage
got
on
that
the
out of the
attack.
way.
I'm
Okay,
using
great.
the ice dagger.
Do it.
Oh,
Stab at him.
Almost 20. 19 plus 7, so 26.
26 hits.
I got all of this that I had crap.
Gross.
kidney.
Alright. 3 6 6 piercing, and then. Oh, but then there's. Most of it is still piercing.
Piercing, some more piercing.
20 total piercing and 11 ice.
I'm with ya. That was easy math.
31.
31 total damage. Ugh.
Right in the kidney.
With a dagger.
Yeah.
Now you're no longer hidden.
Broken spear tip.
Yeah. He knows where you are.
Spearhead.
Yeah, he knows where you are.
Yeah.
Nice!
I am no longer hidden. Oh, I will do that. As an interaction, I can stow a weapon, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't like to use that ice tip too much, so I will stow it and bonus action cast my Shadow Blade. So I have it out.
Okay. I looked up something earlier and then I lost the thing of it. I had the DC and everything. He's gonna turn on you.
Yes.
She, sorry.
Is she it?
The sheep statue. And you make a.
Wait, what's it doing?
It's gonna point at you.
Is it casting a spell?
Yes.
Stab.
Action stab.
Great reaction stab. Good thing it'll help me load the thing before I tell you what you're doing.
14.
I thought I got a 50. Didn't I say 50?
I don't know. Well, we're on a different target, so that
When did you have a 15?
helps.
Initiative?
Oh, I didn't write you down.
Skip you.
We'll slide you in and then I'll remember next time.
24.
And we're done your satyrs.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
All right.
That's usually the thing that matters.
Oh, and now I have that dagger out. Glad I cast it.
Question.
Yes.
Does he get sneak attack damage? No.
No,
Okay,
once
then
per
perfect.
turn.
I
So I
know
don't
where
know.
he is.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have anybody else with him.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why
Oh.
nothing within 5 feet.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only reason
that.
I got that sneak attack is
'Cause you had
because I had advantage.
Yeah.
7, yeah, no
Okay.
extra damage. Well, it says plus 3.
It's your
Dexterity.
I actually get that. So 10 psychic damage
Easy to subtract.
for him casting a spell within 5 feet of me.
Beautiful. Do a Constitution saving throw.
At advantage for casting within 5 feet of me.
Oh.
That's horrible. I had advantage, but it didn't help. 7.
Alright. You take 36 necrotic damage.
Woo!
Does that kill you?
Oh no.
Great. Just checking. No reason specifically.
It would heal.
Topna! Topna, before I move on to the other one.
So what I would like to do is use my bonus action to generate my bear totem aura.
I'd love to help you with that. How big is that again?
30.
Great. I'll curve a circle. 5.
Sorry, I was trying to bait it into attacking me.
And then you
30.
stab
There
it.
you go, like that. But not with him and like.
I would like to try and catch. Yeah, I think Cotrix is caught in that if we're doing it that
I
way.
can like.
Or
Like a
have
thing.
we?
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
fine.
You have a bear totem. Rawr.
And that totem gives everybody 13 temporary hit points.
Aww.
So all of my go to 58.
Ugh. What?
Just the one.
Yuck! Everything has changed.
I'm going to use my action to beast shape into a giant eagle.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my giant eagle out of
I
here.
have an eagle token in there.
You sure do.
This is the first time I've been able to do it.
How high is the ceiling?
I'm just gonna get some clearance off the ground so that if like there's a spray that I can, like I plan on going and hovering above it.
Can you do that the same turn you turn the thing and do the other thing?
Yes, because it's just my movement.
Alright,
I got
cool.
like an 80-foot fly speed or something stupid.
Now you're an eagle. Anything else?
Yeah, it's 80 feet fly. I'm gonna go fly above it.
Oh, cool.
Above the statue that I'm handling.
What size does that make you? Does it make you
It's a
huge?
large.
Large, so it's only 2 by 2.
Oh, good. I can still see the statue. Oh, wait, I can't.
And
I'm
then
gonna move
the
a little bit
satyrs and the and Cotrix have advantage on strength saving throws while in that area.
Great.
Cool. Thank you.
Would we
Shiny.
Don't know. I will verify for you in a second.
I know we wouldn't get that.
Correct. I think it's whenever a creature that you allow is within the range of it. So, you keep shaking your head at my abilities.
I know. I was once a druid.
In addition,
But I
you
died.
and your allies gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws while in the area of the aura.
Nice.
Not that it makes a huge difference, but
Yeah. That's what the hit points are.
I'll use that. In response, he becomes sheathed in thin, wispy flames.
okay.
Nothing happens that turn, but that happens. That's that spell. Okay.
That one, I'm going to use my reaction to try to counterspell. That one I don't particularly like. That is a 23 on my Arcana check.
To see what it is.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as before, but I'm gonna just double check.
Just making sure.
23
Yes.
is the DC to know that this is Fire Shield.
Okay. Fire Shield is, I believe, a 5th level spell?
You would know that it's a 4th level spell.
4th level spell. So then I will counterspell that with a 4th level counterspell.
Okay.
Using my reaction.
He is going to attempt to counterspell your counterspell.
Ooh.
I know. But how do I information? But we'll only do it at 3rd level, so I have to roll something.
Yeah,
D20 or
10 plus the spell's level.
So 14.
Great.
He does not get his Arcana, he just gets his Intelligence modifier.
I know that. Ooh! Let me see if it's higher than 2, because I rolled a 13. 5! Hey, he's still sheathed in flames.
Okay.
That's a smart pants statue.
That's a smarty pants statue.
Okay.
That was a 3rd level spell. Okay. I'm keeping track of my
Now we
spells,
just
you
need someone
guys.
to counterspell his counterspell with your
I
counterspell.
know what
I
it is.
know. I'm the only one that can do that.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Okay, so that was his turn. Top of the round is the satyrs.
They are going to headbutt the
Great.
face shield person
Perfect.
with face mask. Yeah.
Fire shield.
First one is a natural 20.
Okay. It takes 8 fire damage.
Okay. Sure. I'll deal with that in a second.
Okay.
Uh, 10 magical bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And that one's that's it. No, it's on the back of the one.
Auto, it's 50, whatever
said
you
8?
said. I did say 8.
Okay. And then the next one, that's another natural 20.
That one only takes 2 fire damage. Your stupid satyrs.
14 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
Man, that was improbable.
Yes. Next one will be impossible. If this was a double natural 20, it would be.
That is a 10 to hit.
Okay, great, that misses.
Okay.
Then he does not take damage.
And that is a 16.
That will hit.
Okay.
He'll take 8.
And it takes 7 magical bludgeoning.
I did more damage than I took. Okay. Those are your satyrs. The southernmost, or sorry, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no movement or anything with them.
No, I told him to kick its ass, and that's.
The southernmost statue. What am I going to do here?
Give up.
No! Incorrect.
We win.
No!
False.
Is going to put its hands together kind of like this, and a little bit of cold's going to start sputtering out.
I use my reaction.
Oh, cool. Everybody in my 60-foot cone makes a Constitution saving throw.
Where's your 60?
I don't know. Let me make my. I can make a cone
Is it
somehow.
me or Bigby's hand or Annie?
It would be. Let's see.
Because it's only going to get one of us from the
Yeah.
first 5 feet.
It's kind of not at Bigby's hand right now, so let's call it that one.
Okay.
And then Codrix and Mackenzie, up to 60 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50.
Constitution.
Yeah. Soul, Cotrix, all the satyrs except for Satyr 1.
One thing, satyrs have magic resistance.
Gross.
Nice.
Is that like advantage on the save or?
Advantage on the save and yeah.
I don't get my reaction back until my turn.
Right.
Use my reaction.
So the first one got a Constitution, you said? 20.
Great.
The second one got a 14.
Okay.
And the third one got a 17.
Sweet. The first one passes.
I got a 22.
Oh, and the last one passes too.
You
Sorry.
would have to.
22.
22, good.
Too.
Mackenzie
I'm just waiting my turn.
17.
barely meets.
30-20.
30-20, gross. Okay.
Did anybody pass it?
Just the satyrs.
Just one of the satyrs.
One.
You didn't pass?
Not in it.
Oh.
No, he's above it. Alright. 10.
None of my satyrs are back to their starting health. yet.
So 35 for the satyr that failed. And then, what's half of that? 19? No.
18.
18. 18 for those of you who passed.
Is that
5 off of my
cold
max.
damage?
Cold damage.
18.
Yep. And if you happen to die, you become a frozen statue. Anybody? Anybody? Any satyrs? Damn. I was hoping. Come on.
The one that got full damage is only 10 below its normal health.
Oh, great. Cool. Sounds good.
15. Okay.
Okay.
Concentrating on the spell.
Mackenzie.
So one of them's like wreathed in fire, right?
Yeah, the right one.
Perfect.
Which is this way to you.
It needs.
Can I point at it on my screen? Let's do this.
Is that
it's not
spell a third or lower spell? I'm casting
The
Dispel Magic.
fire?
Yes.
I don't remember. Hold on.
You made me do an Arcana check.
I
Well,
did.
no, I'm casting Dispel Magic. I'm just casting it. I just
You're
need
just casting
to
it.
roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wasn't.
You will need to
I think
roll.
it was
Okay.
4th.
It is fourth.
It's
So you
fourth.
will need to roll. Okay.
So I need a 14.
I want to have fire still.
I need to roll a 5 or better.
Now they're not in my favor.
You can't use Arcana on this.
It's
It's
intelligence.
Just intelligence.
Yeah, my intelligence.
Modifier.
Oh, modifier. I was looking at my saving throw. But anyways, that's a +5. So 22. So I pull out like a little grenade and water. It shoots out water.
Like a little water balloon?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm no longer
It's like a little water grenade. I throw it out and it just the water goes everywhere and puts it
Yes,
out.
thanks for putting me out. Whatever, that's fine. And it's on your turn.
Yeah, Annie will attack. Let me mark off this spell slot.
Yep.
Good show. Good show.
Went the wrong way. 12 to hit.
12 barely hits.
We're learning things.
Yep, I haven't decided to cast my drummer yet. I don't think I can do that much.
It's gonna be 7 force damage
On that one.
on the
Wait,
southern
on
one.
the southern one. Sorry, how much?
7
Great.
force damage.
Does not look good, but it's holding on.
Dog, I say dog, just leave me be.
Get out of here.
And
Oh yeah, it's the southern Alistair. I can do it. I can do this. Coraline.
Who's swinging the longsword?
Get it.
That is 19 plus
Yep.
24.
Ugh. You guys are getting so good at this. I hate
That is 12 magical damage.
Okay. It is reverting back to the statue form.
Really?
Once it came, yes.
did it.
Mackenzie brought it down to 1.
Andy brought it down to 1.
Annie brought it down to 1. You're right. Work, work.
10, 15, 20, 25. I can get to the one that brought.
Yeah, it's gone. So you're gonna get to the soul bra one.
Yes.
And can you get straight there?
Yes.
I'll just try to one.
Diagonal.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And my second attack.
Okay.
I can reroll that.
Oh, you have to take that one.
Hey, distraction.
And then my off.
Okay.
The 2 1s in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be off.
Modified
Where's
20.
that?
Not a funny hit.
That is 7 magical slashing.
Okay.
Feel excited about killing Hollister's.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just like,
Southern.
I killed him.
That hurt.
I tripped going down the stairs.
That hurt.
Almost caught myself and still missed.
Okay.
Okay.
Move down the stairs. Tamna, it's your turn.
Lovely.
Yeah, not past me this time.
So I had to verify something,
Okay, great.
and it makes me so happy.
That could be an eagle. Like an eagle.
Where is?
Pulling out a lot of dice.
No, don't put a lot of dice. I still have more to hit you with.
So what I'm gonna do is, as an eagle, I am going to use my talons to try to claw at it. That is 23.
We'll hit.
1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna use a 4th level spell slot and divine smite with the claws.
Oh!
I
Yeah.
like this. All right, great. Do it.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Glow radiant.
19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 magical slashing damage.
Half of what I had.
And
Great.
all the d8s are radiant. The rest of it's slashing.
Cool.
It's a feature that you don't lose because you retain your game statistics, so
Yeah.
I was just verifying it.
Stupid.
And then I'm gonna peck it with the rest of my multi-attack.
Great. I love being an eagle. I need to throw some eagles at
That's
you.
another 18 before bonuses. So that's only 1d6, but I'm gonna smite it again.
You stop.
No, don't.
I'm gonna drop that one and do a 3rd level instead this time.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better. 12, 17, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Magical radiance and piercing.
Great. Anything else?
Is it still up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my last attack to
No.
peck it again.
It's looking so good. It's gonna take forever for you to peck at it. Death.
Does an 18 or 17
Yes.
hit.
He's gonna die.
It gets 2 beak and 1 claw. Oh, pardon me. Never mind. That says 2 attacks. I had a dyslexic moment.
Thank goodness. All right, continue.
And I am just gonna sit there and like buffet it with my wings and make a shit ton of noise.
I thought he was gonna divine smite
Okay,
for
great.
a 3rd time.
Coaching Pro and Soul.
I will go ahead and
Take his hand.
60 feet of movement, and I'm just gonna punch at the air towards the one that Tamna is over with
Okay,
Biggie's
great.
hand, and it's gonna fly over that one and smash into it.
Oh, there's enough. hanging
That's
out
a
this
modified 20.
That'll hit. Do your worst. Roll your best damage.
You're gonna Rayman this one.
4, and then it's gonna be okay. I can do that for you, not a problem.
Great.
That's gonna be 26. So 31 points of force
It
damage.
had 2. It's a statue.
Just smash it to itsy bitsy bitty pieces, and then spin around towards the other statue in the circular motion of my haymaker throw, because I've seen Soul do it, and this is how he does it. Then I'm gonna cast on that one. I will cast a chromatic orb And I'm gonna go with a 3rd level chromatic orb.
So I picture you as the person like manually like punching with the
Yeah.
like pretend like you're doing it too,
Yeah.
and then turning around and casting the spell. Is that
Yeah.
is that what you're saying?
Yep, pretty much. That's a 17 to hit the other one.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. I gotta look up how much damage this is. 3, 4, 5, and this is gonna be thunder damage
Okay.
to this one. Whoa, that's pretty good too. That's gonna be 24 points
So
of thunder damage.
Got it.
Resistance to thunder damage.
Resistant damage. Resistant to spells damage.
Oh, resistant
I know.
to spell damage.
And it's been a kind of shaky place so far, but I know that one has damage resistance.
Gotcha.
All right. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay.
Finish it, soul.
Yeah, bronze soul.
Finish him!
Sorry, soul apparently. Bronze giving you a 4.
Well, I'm going in the same order.
I know.
It's not considered an object anymore.
Yeah.
It's
We come out and vandalize it in the middle of the night,
There you go.
then
Smash it up.
So
on the back only.
because I've taken damage and want to treat this as a real fight, I will bonus action rage.
Okay, great.
Boss man just said finish it, and you're like, okay.
No, the previous one is like, I wonder if I can fight this thing without having to dip into like any of my real stuff. But now I'm going to the grocery store.
Okay.
Then I'll move up to him.
Same place you were before?
Yep.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
I wish that I had some fighter in me, because that's another dice showing 19.
Maybe you should know, maybe that's what a good feat should be. Like, is there a...
No.
No, damn it. Okay, continue.
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
anything.
That's 27 to hit.
27 will
You
hit.
haven't memorized all the feats, Grace?
It's so weird. I had to look up all the feats I want to give you guys for this whole school thing.
I think Sam and I have combined.
I mean, I could give
coming up with
you
more,
a
too,
general, a general description of almost every single one.
Yeah. And cut to me 2 or 3 years ago where I was like, what's a feat? I can take what at level 4? What's a feat mean?
I have 2 of those. One on my right,
I
one
know,
on my
I
left.
forget them all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, if that's how we're talking about it, Thompson has 4 feet.
Yeah, and you, well now you have 2 because you're friggin' eagle.
No, still 4.
Neat.
They've still got the feats,
No.
and then they have their
No,
feats.
don't do that to me. Alright, so do your damage. I'm hovering over the GM layer thing to make it back into a statue just in case.
Okay, so far, 16 magical slashing damage.
Done.
6. That's over.
That's over.
I still
That was like
roll
fucking
the-
3 rounds.
Philidor in the background. Well done. Those I did not max out.
That
their
would have
health,
been, besides that, another
Okay.
16 radiant damage
Okay.
from Divine Fury and Smite.
but- So, yeah.
So what were we?
Top 3 attacks so far were 31, 31, and 32, so.
Well, what were we supposed to do?
Kill them? Good job.
Boy, this was the easiest class.
It really was.
If you ever want to come back, you know, you can just say a magic word and fight them without all of you. Oh, no more battle music. Let's go back to the halfway party. No, I'm just kidding.
I do have to say that you might have prepared better for your students if you hadn't heard of us. Such a lazy teacher.
Yeah, I know.
I will land and drop out of giant eagle.
We'll woo-saw and then like take 2 hands and touch the headband and channel. Be like, I'm ready!
Yeah.
Well, that was an easy class.
No longer an eagle.
I got to stab something, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Philidor.
Satyrs are still hanging out?
Yeah.
Great.
They also speak Common, Elven, and Sylvan.
Oh, great.
Maybe his hand's gonna fly over to Philidor and just kind of like hover in this pose for the
For context, for
duration.
those of you watching at home, Philidor is one of Kotrix's previous incarnations.
One of my previous
Oh, sorry,
incarnations.
Will's previous incarnations.
Not Kotrix.
Before Kotrix.
Philidor.
Yes. Yep, yep. What are your voices, Will?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Was that actually how strong Alistair is.
No.
So, like, what did we just fight? A tenth of his power? Half?
Are you gonna
More
go
like a
find
third.
out? You're gonna go find out?
No, it's more like a third soul. I just gestured to the 3 statues.
Are the 3 of them as strong as he would be by himself?
Well, if he's in his home, is that pretty good? He's gonna be much. Now he just turned 7 again.
I do declare, if he is defending his
He's gonna
earth,
be
you
much
may find
stronger.
that he is more
Down at the
adequately
bottom.
prepared.
I think it was Michael Scott. I do declare.
Sorry.
boy.
That episode last night.
In the appropriate voice, he informs you that a mage in his home is much stronger than any construct we could make to mimic him.
That's why I say we take him back up on level 5 and we fight him there. We have that thing that'll summon him on level 5. Like we get it strong enough to battle him and then we take him out of his turf.
But didn't they say something about him coming back and crazier? So if we just kill him, he'll come back and be crazier.
Not
What's
if
the
we
difference
do it
if we
right.
kill him down there? I thought that's the whole purpose why you were here is to kill him.
But that's a very far way to go to get back to the place because we don't know how short of a time it takes for him to come back.
I
From
think
the
I
fifth
understood.
level all the way down to wherever he likes to hang out in his house, right?
So
Maybe he has the stuff that
maybe
brings
it's
him
like a
back.
vampire, so if we kill him on the 5th level, it'll just take him longer and then he won't be able to get back to his sarcophagus or his place of rebirth.
But what if it just happens?
Alistair's a
It's
vampire.
the same way if we kill him
No.
down in his house.
But
We
then-
don't know.
But
The
then he'll
magic
just
of
be able
this
to
place keeps bringing him back.
back up to where we are.
But if we kill
not
him in
a
his house, he's just gonna boop
No.
and we'll be there in his house and again.
But he's less and less Hallister every time.
But we might be able to smash his stuff up that's doing that in the middle of that fight.
We could go down, smash up his stuff, and then fight him on the 5th level.
No, that I'm okay with.
So during that, like, as you were talking about a vampire, I'd asked Coraline if Alistair was a vampire, and we like discussed that he wasn't, and I'd just lean over to Kenzie. Alistair's not a vampire.
You just now figured that out?
I already knew?
I only know of one wizard vampire. In fact, I can tell you this story, but we should probably be heading to our next class. He rolled over the demi-plate of dread.
Is his name Dracula?
No, it's Strahd.
Pretty close.
I heard
Leonardo
Dracula's
was
more
all
powerful.
about Strahd.
Strahd sounds nothing
So
like
does his
Dracula.
wife.
Thing is KO.
Yeah, he's like a weaker version of Dracula, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But Strahd doesn't sound like Dracula. That's not even the same amount of syllables.
Looking at it.
Who's Dracula?
Oh my.
Looks like a
The vampire?
Oh, way.
that looks like a
Soul's trying to work out how it could possibly be that Strahd sounds like Dracula.
Where'd you get the fancy headband from?
Found it.
You know, that looks like one of Hallister's apprentices.
Which one?
Oh, the one that transformed himself into a half-metal scorpion.
How'd you know about the metalheads?
The metalheads?
Yeah.
What are the metalheads?
The people that gave me this headband and told me about the scorpion guy.
Well, I didn't know about them. I knew about the scorpion
On
guy.
their head? Do they wear really thin metal on their head?
No, they wear headbands on their head. Well, I wear
I'm starting a new tradition.
I wear a headband on my head. I don't know that I even saw any of them wearing headbands.
No, it's
he
like
might
a
be a-
novelty.
A really good font of information for you if you're looking for like manufacturing magical things.
How long
His
did it
whole
take us
thing
to
was
walk
like
here?
making golems
it's
and
like-
metal
Yeah,
creatures.
that's what they said. I really wanted to meet
10
him,
minutes.
but they also said he's not kind of nice.
It's past the refuse pit.
I heard he's mad.
Oh, he's
And
crazy as
everything.
balls.
Lady
Now that you said he's
I'm
Hallister's
going to heal myself.
assistant?
Okay.
He was one of the apprentices, one of the original.
Apprentice. Makes sense that he might be mad.
Yeah, most of his apprentices have gone mad, just like Hallister. You know, there might be actually something down there that is making wizards go mad. Maybe we should take care of that.
Maybe you shouldn't go down there. Then you might go mad.
True.
Well, so could you.
I've seen you use the same type of magic.
Yeah, but I craft magic in a different way.
It's just like, nope, I'm out of this conversation. That's what that was.
Besides the fact, how do you know I'm not already mad? I mean, we're on a mission to kill a mad mage in a dungeon full of his creations.
Pull out my book.
I can attest to that. He's kind of crazy.
But he's not mad.
I've seen it a little bit so far, but
I'm so far certifiably out of this group, I'm the only one that can get mad.
Not that kind of mad, like crazy mad.
But I get crazy mad.
Only when you're hitting things.
Objectively crazy mad.
he gets mad. He doesn't get better at doing things when he's mad. You get better at doing things when you're mad.
No, he just hits things harder. He doesn't get any better at it.
Did you see that thing that happened to me when I cast that one spell?
That one time? When you cast that one spell?
The Guardian of Nature.
When you had bigger horns?
Yeah, I feel like I seemed kind of mad there.
Looked it.
Put that in your field notes.
You're not supposed to tell them about that.
Oh, really?
Nothing? Shouldn't we be going to our next class? Let's go.
We're already there.
Before we begin transmutation on the very last class of Dweomercore, we're going to take our quick potty break.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Is this
We need your help! Here, take this. Let's go!
Do you need a little escape from the norm? It's time to join Gear Gaming for Dungeons, Dragons, and Drinks. Our pro DMs will make you feel like an old friend at the table, whether you are a veteran player or just starting your first quest. Bring your own supplies or use ours. Find something you like and you can purchase it for next time. One low price of $10 will cover your game session and a beer for the adventure. Gear Gaming 365 is coming to a bar near you. Visit GearGaming365.com to reserve your tickets today.
1. Hey!
There will be no dragonborn creation, thank you.
Alright, you guys talk your way about Dracula into the transmutation room, which is past the refuse pit, so you wave down to people who are so sad down
Hey,
there.
ladyface gang, you suck. You don't have a headband.
Hey,
Metalhead gang.
No gang.
No headband.
I totally joined the gang.
You show up in a
Pressure
room
station and I'll make one on my head.
with an old orc who holds a stone in his hand. So like a palm-sized rock. Great. Very slowly and deliberately, he begins to tell you a story about the uses of these transmutation spells in his career. I once knew a nice, talented craftsman. Why am I Southern again? It's the day of the Southern teachers. A nice, talented craftsman who learned and used the fabricate spell. He ended up creating a lair made out of beautifully crafted spiral metal towers laced with gold and adamantine. But in the end, he was kidnapped by an Afridi Sultan, Hakim Al-Azkarian. Great, that was good. The burning jewel of the volcanic spires, who heard of his prowess. So remember, never show off too hard if you don't have the means to defend yourself. Within that lecture, that was a good 10-20 minutes if anybody wants to heal them, so patch up some wounds. Get a nice short rest
So
in.
there's on the table, and there's a small divot with 2 tiefling-shaped horn marks.
Where you were sleeping. Oh, smacking your head against.
And I fell asleep.
Isn't
in
it
the
great
chair.
when you just hate the people you make?
Well, he just doesn't
You
like people
can't.
droning on.
I know. Good. We're here. Let me get
I
the
would
tiefling or the
listen
satyrs over here.
intently.
Taking notes. Writing in their cool book. There they are.
Was that the whole class?
No. We're just gonna get started, man. That was the bar now. I can't even. No. We're going to have a little fun. See?
Are we gonna blow something up?
I love the true polymorph spell. And I have it set up that I can true polymorph anybody in here.
I'll pass.
No. This is the class.
Exactly. I'll pass.
You're just gonna take an F and fail?
No, I'll pass the class.
Oh, great. But don't worry, I won't let you get stuck. After 59 minutes, if you're not already back to your normal forms, I'm just gonna drop the spell, so don't worry.
Who's timing?
Trust me.
Who's timing?
I don't trust you.
Mr. Stone, Mr. Rock, Mr. Rock,
So, Mr. Rock.
Stone the Mighty.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rock's time. Roll a d20.
Insight. That's actually not bad. That's 12.
Oh. I've been instructed to make my voice slower and deeper. What? I have to lie to you or something. Hold on, let me. Because I have this character sheet.
I mean, he might believe it.
What's that? Blank.
What did you roll?
12.
Great, same. It's hard to read. So Mr. Rock has a smiley face apparently. Guys, I'm learning new things about characters.
The rock, the river rock.
Yeah, I get
It's
that.
almost like you're time-telling rock, but with a smiley face on.
Soul wants to go first.
No, you all go at the same time. Roll a d20. We're gonna have a free-for-all true polymorph.
And how many of us are gonna get stuck like this? That's only gonna ruin the rest of the game.
That would be so sad. I would never do that to your characters.
What am I doing?
Unless any of you right now want to message me that you'd like to be somebody else. This would be a good time for me to keep you as whatever it is the thing is.
Whoops.
let me know.
I forgot.
I forgot. Oh, you shoot.
Sometimes I forget things.
All right.
Sometimes?
Get your phones ready to look up whatever the thing is I tell you you're about to become. Coraline, what'd you roll?
15.
I don't know what this is. You're a black Abashi. Abishai. I have my random list.
ABI.
Shai. Cotrix.
9.
Fire elemental.
Oh.
What color?
Black.
Can I be green because
Because you agree with everything.
because I'm green with everything?
I don't see why not. Bra.
Straight roll, right?
Yep.
8.
Lizard King. Tamna.
14.
Yeah.
Medusa. Can your satyrs be polymorphed? They exist, but
They're only around for an hour,
great.
so I don't know. You said that was 20 minutes. We walked
Yeah.
over here, which was like 10.
10. They have half an hour left to
Maybe.
exist.
Well, I guess, yeah. Do you want me to roll for all of them?
No, it's fine.
I will
Mackenzie.
drop concentration when I realize that we're not fighting
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Is Annie also being polymorphed?
Sure.
I'm a 16.
Okay. Giant 8.
And Annie is an 18.
Cloaker. Soul.
Carpet dog. 4.
Carpet dog.
A white.
Sorry.
What is it? Are you racist, Grace? Why'd you gotta be white?
Not that kind.
My name is Walter.
Walter White. Can I get some size dimensions for people?
I'm all of a sudden large
Great.
and on fire.
Awesome. Where are you, Cotrix? You pushed a lot of the way.
I'm a fire elemental.
Medium, large is 3. Wait, is large 3 or...
2 by 2.
No, large is 2, okay.
Yeah. 2 by 2.
Bra?
I'm guessing medium, but I'm getting there.
Okay, great.
What are
Soul?
I'm medium.
Okay.
You're
Coraline?
175, you said?
What's that?
Are you big?
No.
Okay.
I'm medium.
Okay. Kenzie?
I am huge,
Great.
and Annie is large.
Okay.
So
So you're
15 by
one
15.
more.
Yeah.
Push Tom out of the way. Oh, the satyr out of the way. And we'll go this way. Up and up. Tomna?
I stay the same size.
Great. And your satyrs are still existing. Soul, did I ask you?
Yes.
Broad, did you check?
Medium.
Okay. All right.
To recreate all of its abilities?
Yes, you are true polymorphed. And we can roll initiative so you can duke it out, or we can just hang out in this form for 59 minutes.
Do we retain our alignments, or are we actually, like, I don't know what the difference between polymorph and true polymorph, like,
I think true polymorph, you are the thing.
you just are the
That
thing?
you retain your personality, but let's
Let's find out. People who know things.
find out the things that are true.
We keep our abilities.
How much health do we
No,
have?
you
The average.
Okay.
creature into creature, a new kind. The target's game statistics, including a mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the new form. It retains its alignment and personality.
Okay, cool. So you are you, but you're in a different body.
And you're smarter than you are or dumber than you are.
Right.
I got a little bit more intelligent, not a lot.
The only one I took out of
I got a lot
I got a lot dumber. I went from 18 to a 6.
I went from 20 to a 7.
Shall we roll initiative?
I rolled initiative.
And you're not smarter though.
Nice.
What are we doing?
We're duking it out in our new form.
It's a fight club. Coraline.
What's your dex? Not yours. Your creatures.
That's an ability check.
Doesn't matter, you're not a bard anymore.
Oh, that's great.
Your game statistics.
Your game
Well,
statistics.
okay.
Everything has
Hold on.
changed.
Sorry.
It's fine. I threw this at you for fun, so.
4.
Your game statistics get replaced with that.
So I have a trident.
I don't think it replaces your equipment. Your statistics are not. Yeah,
okay.
so your stuff is there, but
Target's
not.
gear melds into the new form.
Yeah.
The creature can't activate use willed or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
Yep.
No worries.
Well, then, yeah.
That's why I'm green.
Okay. Coraline,
What?
what was your initiative order?
4.
4, great. Cotrix,
13.
Bruh,
21.
Tamna,
22.
Kenzie,
22.
Soul.
6.
Cool. Tamna and Mackenzie are on the same initiative order. Neat. What would you like to do?
What's your modifier?
+2.
I have a +2 as well. What's your intelligence modifier?
I'm dumb as fuck.
I got a +1.
I'm with -2.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you think that qualifies as being smart enough to move faster?
Just rock, paper, scissors,
If you're
forward.
not gonna attack me, then you can go first.
I'm not attacking
No.
anybody, but I'm going to. How big is this room?
This room is 50 by 50
Okay.
diameter.
I want to scoot past Anvil
Okay.
and go stand as close to the center as I can.
Okay, great. We'll say
And
it's scoot past
the
this side.
snakes on my head are going to flare up and look in every direction.
Do your satyrs make throws or something?
When a creature that can see the Medusa at the start of its turn within 30 feet of the Medusa, the Medusa can force it to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw if
Great.
I am not incapacitated and can see the creature.
Awesome.
If they fail by 5 or more, they're instantly petrified.
Great.
I want to see how many people I can kill just by looking at
They're
me.
looking at you. Kenzie.
Start of your turn, you see the thing, so you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw is a 10.
Then you're not instantly turned to stone.
Hey.
Instead, you begin to turn to stone and are restrained.
You have 0 movement speed.
And also you have disadvantage against on melee attacks.
Did you move Tom into the middle? Oh yeah, I see him.
He's this satyr looking
Yeah.
thing, and not
Oh.
the other satyr looking thing.
it's-
For the sake of fun,
I can
can we
see
just
a
say the
T
satyrs
and an
go
A.
away to like clear
Yes.
up the field a little
That's
bit?
I
I
would
know
have
they
dropped
still have
concentration.
half an hour.
I said I would have dropped concentration
Okay.
when I realized we weren't fighting anything. I guess you missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I did miss that. I'm so sorry.
It's if I look at him, I have to do that?
No,
Or-
at the start of your turn, you do that, and then from then on, you can get advantage on it by, or pardon,
I swear there was another one. I lost one of those.
I get no. So actually, well, unless surprised, a creature can avoid its eyes, avert its eyes to avoid the saving throw at the start of its turn.
Okay.
So one more. The creature it can't see the Medusa until the start of its next turn when it can avert its eyes again. If the creature looks at the Medusa, in the meantime, it must immediately make the save.
Okay, so on my turn, if I avert my eyes, I didn't have to make the save.
As long as you don't look at me, you don't have to make the save. And if you're
Nobody
because you're not
looks at that.
surprised by it, you have advantage on the save.
Okay.
So you get to roll again because nobody's surprised. There's a fucking Medusa. Like
We all saw what everyone turned into,
Yes.
so we wouldn't
As
be
you were like
surprised.
polymorphing, you were like,
So then you
"Ugh."
are still restrained and starting to turn to stone.
Whether I looked at you or not at the start of my turn.
Correct. It just says
When you.
yeah. When I can see you.
We have
So I'm standing in the center
So
of
the
the room
first-
and looking around.
So the first one is when
seen.
you get okay. I guess does Annie need to make the save then too?
Yep.
Because it's the start. Her turn is.
Can also get advantage because it's not surprised.
There's a 14. I'll check her Constitution modifier and a 14, and her Constitution
I believe those
modifier
would pass.
is a 1. So
Okay.
15.
Yep. Then that's a pass.
Okay.
So she
Okay.
is not.
Great.
Well, I'm restrained, so I'm gonna start walking on the first thing that's in
That's
front of me.
Coraline.
That's Coraline.
What are you?
Green something.
Green Avashi.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what that looked like. Let me Google
I have
it.
no idea. What am I looking at here?
I don't know how to Google it in,
Do I need to make
in the thing.
a
Let me
con
see.
save?
No, it's not your turn.
Is it the start of her turn?
No, Mackenzie's attacking you.
Ah.
That's why you're
Oh,
making
okay, got it. Is she not smart enough to not attack me?
But are we supposed to duke it out? We duking it out?
This is a fight club. She's choosing to attack you.
Oh, okay.
They are at disadvantage because you're restrained. The attacks. All of your attacks.
I mean, we're supposed to be duking it out for class, so.
We're supposed to be trying to drop the spell.
Yep.
Oh wait.
That's how you can do it sometimes.
Well,
Do it. Let's go.
Gotta make
Yeah,
him drop
I
the
know.
spell.
was he in the room still?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll go.
We don't know. He's the one that casts a spell if he targets all of us. He said, I have the ability to make this happen. That he cast it.
Well, my ape is dumb and he cast it on it, so he's gonna go to the ape. Oh, I'm restrained,
You're
right?
restrained. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's
the
why
whole
I'm
point.
saying
The only thing you can hit is Coraline.
Well, then I will. It's not.
I'm stuck. I'm so mad.
Anvil will do her. I'll use my bonus action. I guess I still have to use my bonus action to tell her to use her stat block like normal.
Yeah.
So I will use my bonus action to have her attack the stone
Cool.
or
Cop.
the giant,
Copy.
whatever his name is. Stone the giant.
Stone the mighty.
Stone the mighty.
Okay, so Annie's gonna do that.
Yep.
Those are the wrong things to copy paste. Go away,
She's
Sayer. I
gonna
don't want you
go-
anymore.
Are we in bright light?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are in
there's-
bright light. I am shedding bright light for 30 feet and dim light for an additional 30 feet. So yes, you are in bright light.
Oh, what are you?
I'm a fire elemental.
I think you might be immune to being
Well, she's a
petrified.
cloaker, so she has now disadvantage on her attacks.
One of those was a natural 20.
With her bite, that is a 13 to hit Stone.
Oh, me. Good thing I have this thing in front of me. 13 hits.
Okay.
Wait, not me.
If the target was small, I attach to it. Then I have an advantage on the next attacks, but I'll just have a regular roll. And that's going to be 2d6. So Annie goes on and cloaks his head. That's going to be for the first attack 11 damage. Piercing damage. And if the target cloaker has advantage against the target, the cloaker attaches the target's head. The target is blinded and unable to breathe while the cloaker is attached to it.
Well, you can take
He is blinded and unable to breathe.
Just for the record, the character sheet I have in front of me, can you tell me what level it is? Do you remember? 2. Yeah. So this is not the current teacher.
Upload, you know.
It just has some of the
I
information
got it,
about
yeah.
the character.
Right. So, yeah, with my 16 current HP, you're getting close, but that's not we'll have to level up a couple times.
And then my next attack
Great.
with the tail. But I really have advantage. The card's advantage. With the target.
You're still in bright light. So
Yep.
that'd be a real roll.
Behold, Coraline.
12 plus.
Yes.
Not that big.
No.
Whoa.
I am regular size.
I know, I just I had to make
Well,
it bigger to see.
I did grow a little bit because it's a medium size, so I am a slightly
You're a
bigger.
little bigger.
I'm bigger for me.
To hit. And 4 slashing damage.
And I have wings.
Great.
I can fly. For real.
Because you can do that
Other
with
page.
your sword.
I actually have
Brah.
wings. This is crazy.
Oh,
What were we specifically told by this guy to do?
If you have stones,
I mean,
you don't have
he was-
rocks.
Break the spell.
Yeah. Break
You
the spell.
said I can transform you and break the spell.
He
Yeah.
wants us to break the
That's an
spell.
attack on its own.
What is the black dots?
That's a great
Free
question.
rock.
That is in the book. an iron cage. I've currently like kept everybody out of it, but it can just disappear if we, because it was to hold something else.
And the other thing is that etch on the ground, maybe?
Other thing is the what?
The triangle in the circle?
Yeah, that looks like
Almost Deathly Hallows.
Yeah. So close. That looks like a thaumaturgic circle.
It's just the regular hallows.
Thaumaturge.
You do that one.
Thaumaturge.
What are you doing?
Well, first off, do I have to make a save or something?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Just for being there?
I think at advantage or
An
something?
advantage Constitution saving throw.
With your current
But you just
constitution.
can't look at me.
That's a 16.
Yeah. Seems pretty solid, so 20.
Okay. So if you look at me, you need to make the save again. So yeah.
And then
Don't touch me.
the other question would be, do I take fire damage for starting next to you?
No, you do not take fire starting next to me.
That's good. And then what did we decide about the equipment? Do I come out with a trident or just my dagger?
It sounds like your dagger melded into your new form, so you can't.
You have no weapons.
Yeah.
Not even like it says he starts with a trident? Alright.
My true polymorph says that you can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of your current equipment, and it doesn't specify anything about getting new equipment. Yeah.
So we're all naked.
Yes. You're
It's
seeing
hot in
yourselves
here. I
very
took off all my clothes.
Yeah, you did.
getting hot in here. So hot.
Main ability requires a weapon.
I mean, there's like desks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little classroom.
Fucking bust one of the legs off.
Well, I guess the initial thought is to go over to the triangle, the bottom right corner of the triangle,
Okay.
and see if it's something that can be smudged or messed up.
Okay. Do investigation.
That is intelligence. So straight 16, I guess.
All right. It looks like it's like embedded into the floor, like it's made out of like some of the tiling and stuff is actually in the floor. What you do notice from that also is that you remember that there were runes on the wall that lit up when you guys transformed.
Aha.
Aha!
That was 5, 10, 15, 20. Just to the, is there any near the door?
Like to the right or left of the door?
Yeah,
Do an investigation.
I can get to either of those spots.
Yeah.
16 again.
Okay. Yeah, sure. There's a bunch on the wall.
Then I will move my remaining movement.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet. And to the bottom of the door
Okay.
and see if it's something I can smudge or mark up or remove
Uh-huh.
or just touch it, in general.
Just touch it for a little bit.
Yeah, if there's a lit up right there.
One more investigation.
Now it's going to be bad. 3.
Yeah, it's a cool mark.
Cool.
Cool. You did so good. That brings up Cotrix. The
Considering
flame.
I don't understand what he just said, because I don't
Uh-huh.
speak Ingen. And I apparently don't have to make a Constitution saving throw because I'm immune to being petrified.
I mean, you do, but nothing happens.
So I'm just not going to make it because I can't be petrified or restrained. Then I'm going to move over next to the snake and the head thingy in the middle of the room. Snake head thing.
Okay.
And just,
Like right in front of it, maybe?
yeah,
Okay.
just like reach out and touch Tom right on the top of the head.
Boink.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
Crispy snake.
Sweet. So you are going to take 9 points of fire damage, and you are on fire.
Okay.
So you use your action to put it out, and then I will with the second hand on Sama. So 21 for 10 points of fire damage.
Still above 100.
I love this. I'm so happy right now. Axel.
You're a Cthulhu-looking thing.
Where are you?
I'm
Green dragon.
like a dragon-looking creature. Yeah.
Better.
Green winged dragon-looking thing. Yeah, that's me.
I'm gonna start dropping some verse, so that is gonna be a 21 on my con save.
Okay, you're fine.
Gonna walk over. So
I'm kind of glad I haven't immediately petrified anybody because I don't know what the consequences of that
I
are.
would never make these random things I do permanent, but I'm also glad I want to find out what the consequences are.
So overall, end of story is that if you have weapons in your stat block, you don't have them.
Yes.
Cool. So
Unless
I
they're
don't.
like embedded like claws or something.
No, so I can only use life drain against you.
Great.
Awesome.
What are you again?
I'm a white. My name's Walter, and I can speak all 4 languages that I knew before.
No, knew the languages it knew in life.
Yeah. Death is only a doorway.
I hate this creature, by the way. It can't be intoxicated, which I find really interesting. But yeah, that's an immunity.
So 18 to hit.
Yeah.
DC 13 con save from you.
Is it a spell or magical effect?
Is White's life drain a spell or magical effect? It says
deals
melee
magic.
weapon.
If it deals magic damage, typically it does cause.
What kind of damage?
It's necrotic damage.
Then that'd be magical, right? Because
That's Grace's call. I would.
Anything that's not bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing
It
is
is
magic.
magic.
Oh my god, that sucks. 8.
So your hit point maximum is reduced by 8, and you take 8 points of necrotic damage.
To meet Walter.
Only I don't have a bow or
Yeah,
a
no,
sword.
without the things, but Walter.
And since I can't use a weapon for my multi attack, I use life drain again for 16 to hit.
No.
Okay. So 2 bad touches. 1 makes you 8 hit dice or 8 maximum HP lower.
So you moved up to me then?
Sure did. Speaking of which, oh, not your turn yet. Oh yeah, your turn. Corley.
Sweet.
Save!
I will whip around.
Oh,
and
save.
Saving throw first.
Save from Tom now.
Natural 20.
yeah, that's alright.
They like look and like, oh,
Fuck you. Not really. So I'm going to try to bite you.
That could go poorly for you.
That's an 8. Then I'm going to claw at you with 1, which is a 19.
That'll hit. What kind of damage are you doing?
Magical slashing.
Okay.
For a whopping 3. And the other claw is a 21 to hit
Okay.
for 5 magical slashing.
Okay.
And then my tail,
Just kill me.
13.
Does not hit.
Okay. And you're good. That's everything I can do.
Did I miss that you walked up to him?
No, he walked up to
Okay,
her.
great. Just checking.
Yep.
Tom and Kenzie.
I'm gonna use
You're
my
gonna take-
snakes.
1d10 fire damage. You're gonna take 5 points of fire damage.
Still above 100.
Because he's
Snakes
on
are gonna
fire.
bite you. That's an 11 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
I'm gonna pull out a short sword.
You don't have
Oh,
any
no, that's
weapons.
right. That's right.
Nope.
You're right. Or 2 how long it take. That's right. I guess I'm gonna try and punch you.
Okay.
Punch
Do
the
it.
fire. Why not? Let's see what happens.
Yes, that's one. That is a 12.
That's gonna miss.
And that's a natural 20.
That's gonna
so 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Which I'm resistant to non-magical damage.
So what?
1, and you take 8 points of fire damage just
Now
for
I'm
touching
below
me.
100.
And I'm still above 100.
I was never out of 100.
That's why I took on Sam. I'm like, okay, he's the hardest one to kill besides her. She's got 2 people on him. Sam and
I'm just going to turn my back to the fire elemental and look at that side of the room. It's like, that's not going to do anything.
Kenzie.
Yeah, seeing these two duke it out over here, I guess. So I'd make us another saving throw at advantage, right? To try to.
Yeah, so long as you don't look at me again, yes.
That's the max.
What is it? A Constitution modifier
seen
of
that
the Great Ape. 18.
18? That's a pass, so you're no longer restrained.
Okay.
But if you had failed again, you would have been petrified.
Ooh. Well, that's when you have to fail by 5 or more.
No. If you fail the first one and then fail again, then you just, because you're starting to turn to stone and then it continues, versus failing by 5 or more, you just look dead in the eyes and then...
I will attack Coraline's right there.
Alright,
Yes.
she sure is.
Does a 26 hit you?
Yes. What are you attacking with?
My fists.
Okay.
That's going to be... That was a really horrible roll for 3d10.
Are your fists considered magical weapons?
No. Are
Okay.
you resistant to it then?
I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons not made from silver or which have not been blessed.
Your fists have not been blessed. She's resistant to your damage.
No.
That's what it says, word for word.
So that's going to be 20 bludgeoning, so 10
Okay.
total after your resistance. For the first attack, 11 or 12
Nope.
to hit. That was a horrible roll. And then Annie is going to keep suffocating
Okay.
the dude.
What do I have to do?
Well, he's suffocating, so I imagine he wasn't prepared enough to hold his breath.
Well, no.
So what does he have to roll to see how long he...
It's my Constitution modifier.
in rounds, right?
Number of minutes.
Yeah.
Suffocation is different than holding the breath.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was like suffocation thing.
But my real question was on my turn, which is I forgot to roll, so I just did. I can like try to shove you off or something. If I remember correctly.
Let me read the DC for that.
All right, we'll come back to that. Bruh,
Wait.
it's not my turn yet, so
Yeah, it's
look
her
at it
turn.
while you're.
She's attacking too.
Oh yeah, do that.
So she will continue to bite.
You just said continue, so I wasn't sure if there was any sort of damage.
Oh yeah,
to
so
that.
yeah, she can still do her attack.
Okay.
She can only attack him while she's suffocating him.
Okay.
That's going to be a 11. No, sorry, wrong modifier. It's going to be a 14.
Okay.
And that hits, right?
Oh, to hit? I don't know. Sure.
That's going to be 9.
Again, I haven't leveled them up. But
12 piercing damage.
okay.
And then the tail is a 16.
Hits if the other one does.
It's going to be 10
Okay.
slashing damage.
Okay. Now, bruh.
So you turned away, plus I'm looking away.
Yeah.
Am I
I'm
good?
facing towards the north of the room right now. If you move past my right side and you look at
going
me,
down the wall.
then you're fine.
All right.
You're following
I'm
the south
gonna
wall.
continue trying to search for these runes
Right.
along the wall that I saw
Investigation.
flash. 12.
Great. There's some more.
What is it like? Is it like lit up, or is it etched into the wall? Is it something I can
Yeah.
smudge or turn off? Or
Well, not lit up. They lit up briefly when you were transformed. So you're not sure which of the rooms were the ones that were lit up and which of the ones are just stationary for the next class.
Just not touching Murial.
Yeah, just touch the room.
Or if
Just
they
see what
can be
happens.
smudged or something,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I've got claws, you
Yeah.
know.
I'm gonna say that with Stone the Mighty's current knowledge and stuff, you probably would have like chalked him on, so you can like I say you can like scratch her up 2 off per go with the, let's call it an action and a bonus action or something.
Okay. Well, I do have multi-attack.
Great.
So I'll just start clawing up the marks, smudging
Great.
them, see if it does anything.
Let me do a little bit of
Too near me.
math decisioning. Okay. The 2 near you smudge off don't appear to have any effect, but you do smudge them.
I'll say in Draconic, I found the marks on the wall. See if anyone
Nice job.
understands me.
Okay, so now it's my turn as the teacher of the class. Can I try to throw
Yes, you
off
can
the-
use your action to do a strength saving throw.
I'm so actually, I am pretty good at that.
These stacks.
Yeah, I just
He's just
I don't
stupid.
know what if this is upgraded since I've become a teacher, but it's fine. Yeah, let me try that. 13.
Nope.
Nope, didn't think so. Alright. Cook tricks.
I'm not sure what the person behind me just said.
16.
Nope, no
Because I
idea.
only speak Ingan, I'm going to roar in flaming anger at you because I think you said something mean, and then use my fire form to move through Tomna
Great.
and pop out on the that side a little bit. Just right
I did
there.
it.
Perfect. And as I pass through you, you're gonna take 1d10 fire damage, Tomna. You'll take 5 points of fire damage.
It's hot.
No save or nothing.
Nope.
Just walk
And
right
then I
through.
will reach out and touch the giant ape. I don't suppose my limit hits you.
Pretty
Maybe.
low.
It's like a 13, I think.
Everyone.
Just barely misses.
Then I'll try it again with a 16 plus modifier. So, oh wait, that's not right. It's these two. So that's going to be 14 points of fire damage, and you're now on fire.
You're on
You get
fire.
fired. You get fired.
Everybody's on fire.
Opportunity to attack me as I move away?
I don't think I was that close.
Yeah, you were.
No.
He's big.
Because you catch on fire if you do. Please.
He's so busy with the breeds.
I get to experience like a funerary pyre. Like this is different for Soul.
Speaking of Soul, it's your turn.
I'm gonna raise my eyes.
I'm gonna step between Coraline and the fire. I'm gonna take one hand towards the fire and one hand towards Coraline.
Okay.
And do life drain. So I'll attack you first in the hopes that your flames will kill me. Because I have
Vulnerability?
No, I have fucking atrocious health though. So if it
Oh.
drops when someone, hits zero health, we're gonna find out real quick.
Great.
That is 19 to hit you.
Oh yeah, that hits me.
Are you immune to necrotic damage?
I am not immune in any way, so I should perform to necrotic
That
damage.
is weird.
I agree. That is weird.
Be more dead, fire.
You take 4 points of fire damage and caught on fire.
Yay.
Did you die?
No, I don't even know if I can feel fire. I'm not immune to it, but I'm also dead.
Yeah.
Alright, well, how
Or
much damage do I
undead.
take necrotic?
That is gonna be 7 points of necrotic damage and DC 13 con save.
What is the condition?
It's reducing your hit point maximum.
Okay, well, I don't believe that is something that I am immune from, so...
I don't heal, but if I kill you with it, you become a zombie after 24 hours.
Oh, I feel.
So your hit point
Fire element.
that's
Doesn't matter.
It mattered to Soul when it happened to him. And then
carry over to you.
Coraline.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a natural 20 to hit you.
Miss.
Thunder says no.
That's going to be 9 points of necrotic damage and a DC 13 con save.
9 would be what? Con save?
Yep.
Woo! 21.
Your hit points aren't reduced by that
Yay! I'm keeping that dice.
amount.
It's the first one not.
I see you keep throwing it away.
Play. Toasty.
Oh, did you?
Play.
Did you make your advantage con save against me?
No.
Oh no, you're not on the north side yet.
Nope, he's hiding.
I'm not. I'm
You just don't
trying
care.
to let people beat the crap out of my.
Right, maybe Coraline will do it, because it's her turn.
Awesome. I am going to.
Functionally, what does being on fire mean?
You are quite literally, you are on fire until you take an action to push yourself out.
Do I take damage from that?
So
Yes.
I use
How
the
much?
stone hat.
1d10 at the start of your turn.
Okay. Keep it coming.
I'm gonna bite at Mackenzie.
Okay.
Dang it.
Please hurt
Oh, it's
me.
almost a 20. 19.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh. 17 magical piercing. And then I'm going to do my claws at the Burning Man. 21.
Yep.
God. 3 magical slashing. And 21. For 5 magical slashing. And then I'll do my tail at you as well.
Please.
Aww.
And then I don't like my positioning. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a
murder
weird
sandwich.
spot.
So I'm gonna fly
Yeah.
40 feet towards Bra.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke you. I don't think I poke you with a 13.
Nope.
Well, I did clarify right next to Brock.
12.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Rumble in the middle now.
It's on
And like, I want to stay above him.
Okay.
So like not.
Find me.
5 points of fire damage.
I'm burning
Mackenzie,
my face.
4 points of fire damage.
Please, more. I'm on fire as well.
Start of your turn.
Dang it.
I'm going to walk over to Anvil
Okay.
and try and grab its eyes and like force them to look at me.
Great.
I'll take an opportunity attack at you. Sure. Mark away. That's at 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that was she try to do a strength to resist or
Sure.
it's either, right? To try to a contested grapple. The contestee can or contester can choose, right?
Next test is strength, but you get to choose athletics or acrobatics or something.
You get
30
fired.
points.
You get fired. You get
19.
Oh, she's not looking at you.
On this next turn, though.
Do not turn my dog to stone.
Kenzie.
Just kill me. I'm already dead. I didn't even know I wanted to this.
I'm going to. Not in a very good mood.
Okay.
Just hit me.
Hate's cloaker friend is being attacked, and so she's gonna kind of like walk backwards and like without looking at Tomna, like
That's super disadvantage.
Yeah.
that's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make an
Well, I
attack
can't
without
because I already
looking.
used my reaction.
We both use our reaction.
Well, I can skate around you without getting the attack of opportunity from you. With a disadvantage, it's a 15 to hit you.
That ties.
Yeah, that hits.
Need a beat?
That is ooh,
Can I choose to walk through you?
21.
Yes, the answer to that is yes.
Can I end my turn inside of you?
Yes.
She was attacked. Dying.
That's gonna be 17 to hit. Oh, that was a crappy roll. Yeah, well, I forgot that my modifier last one.
I have a way to speed this up. Just gotta keep walking through you.
21.
I have to pass through you. You have to start your turn or end your turn with inside me.
Dang it. Just stand there. Next to the ape. In the top corner of him and just...
And then
No,
Annie
I can attack you twice,
will,
taking the fire from it, and then end my turn.
do her bite on him.
Constitution save.
On him. Oh yeah, she had to do a Constitution save. Well, is that advantage, right?
Are you able to look away?
Well, yeah, because she can look.
So then she disadvantage attack on the thing that she's got.
Oh wait, but she needs to do a Constitution saving throw first, right?
An advantage Constitution saving throw for looking away from me, but that also means that she's not able to look down, like.
I don't think
this
she's
way.
attached to it. She already has disadvantage attacking it anyways, because
Well, when you're looking at it, you're attached to it.
and then get advantage. So then, no matter disadvantage don't stack. So it's the same regular roll.
Defer to the DM.
Well, okay, so the first thing is the Constitution throw
Yes.
to not be like frozen or whatever.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's
advantage.
gonna happen no matter what.
Alright, well,
And then we all know
that's
that
a 13
attacks
that
cancel
was
out.
out first roll. So 13. Constitution saving throw. Yeah, that's a 13.
Total, that's a fail. So
fail.
it's restrained.
Restraint.
So
Still, she's already getting disadvantage from the daylight. So she's like, oh wow, like they don't stack. So it's
Right.
like then she gets advantage on the bite attack. So she has a regular roll. It's going to be a 14 plus modifiers.
Okay.
Which is a plus 6. So modify 20. That's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know what I'm doing.
10 damage.
10 damage. Sounds
Yep.
good.
And then she is at a disadvantage behind her, gonna whip her tail at the thing that just tried to grapple her. And that misses. I imagine a 8 misses.
very much so, yes.
Not a zombie.
Alright.
Or news.
Brock.
Continue on.
Great.
And I don't know, maybe in try his other language this time. Say something
Somebody
abyssal. Someone help me! Smudge the marks. Investigation, or do I just
Investigation.
know where it works? 13. Better than last time.
Getting slowed up there.
Yeah.
I'm learning things.
Better than a 12.
What's happening? Hold on. Okay. You are no longer. What are you? An 8? No.
Yeah,
Lizard
The
King.
Lizard King. You are back to being yourself by the powers invested in the thing. Okay.
Then I'll try to get everyone's attention again.
Okay.
Saying common. Find your mark and smudge it!
Great.
What?
That sounds preferable.
Trying to get their attention, saying it really loud, so maybe they'll look and see, hey, bra's broad.
Maybe that will look and see. My
Especially Tom not looking at you.
I know. My strength saving throw to get the cloaker off my head is a 19.
That succeeds!
But it's
save, I turned around.
it's restrained. So I throw it off, but it's restrained.
Yes.
So it lands on the floor with a thud, like a coin.
Great, sounds good. I'm in. Cotrix.
So
Now he sees the Medusa.
on the soul, that's a 10. Boop, onto the great big ape. That's a 13.
Okay.
13?
13 hits.
13 hits, sweet. That's going to be 14 points of fire damage. And that's really it.
Okay.
Because I don't understand anything
So-
but Ingen.
Yeah, that's the start of my turn.
Yep.
Start of your turn, 1d10 fire damage, so 7 fire damage to you.
Alright. Now we're cooking with the white. I'm going to attack you twice.
Okay.
Punch, punch.
First one's a natural 1.
Miss.
Oh, this is the ones you want to hit.
And the second one's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Sola's going to take a 5-step, like a 5-foot step inside of the door.
I like how you
Just
head thumped into it.
Let's speed this up.
Okay.
At the end of his turn, he's gonna take 5 points of fire damage.
You did that?
Getting close.
Okay. Coraline.
Hey, we're the white and fire
Well, I'm
elemental
not gonna attack Brock because he turned back.
Yep, he's bra again.
Fuck it, I'll go fight the elemental.
Great. I love the fuck it attitude.
So, bite.
Okay.
10.
10 missed.
Claw. 11.
Miss.
10.
Miss.
1 dice left. My tail. God.
What'd you roll for the last one?
9.
Nope.
Darn it.
That's why I got thrown into the bag.
I have no dice left. They all hate me.
Maybe a natural 1 could have hit me in the fire.
At the top of the round, I want to ask a question. You have 2 options right now. We can finish this class, because we're at 8:46. We can finish the class until 9. Or we can fast forward a little bit and graduate and then pick up next week at level 10. So I don't care either way. I think you're having fun battling each other.
A bit, yeah.
A bit. Okay, great. We'll just continue and then we'll graduate next class. Okay. Tomna and Mackenzie.
I'm gonna use my snakes to bite in the butt.
8 fire damage. Mackenzie. 3 fire damage.
Well, Tomna's not next to you.
No, it's I'm on fire and I haven't.
Put themselves
okay.
out.
You got it.
That's a 20 to
I
hit
use
the
an
monkey.
action to put myself out once.
Modified.
Okay.
So that is 3 piercing and
Here's the monkey.
13 poison damage.
So, 16 total.
Correct. And then I'm gonna punch. That's a 18
Yep.
for 1. And a 12
Neat.
for 1 more. So I go snakes,
12 or 13.
punch, punch. I think it was a 12 because he said it was like 11 just missed.
What was the second amount of damage?
Another 1. I don't have a strength modifier.
Anything in it.
I am going to step away from the monkey that has its back turned to me.
That's still
You cannot see me.
still an attack of opportunity. You're moving out of.
If you cannot
Not
see.
seeing it.
It's like saying anytime somebody's facing forward. When so if you have like 4 people
So you
surrounding
very specifically say that you're not looking at him, so when he moves, you won't know.
If you're purposely
Right.
trying not to look.
Because if you look at me, then
You have to make the save.
So either the attack opportunity or okay. Mackenzie.
There's a fire elemental.
watch it.
And inside is a light. You can punch through me and hit soul.
No, I'm gonna back up into that space and blind swing Tomna again. Yep. It's a natural 1.
Great, because you wouldn't know he's gone anyways. So I'll say that you're swinging blindly and then you start a step towards him more, because then you realize he's maybe not there.
Back up.
Yeah.
I bumped into him.
I'll say that's why you missed.
20 something.
Now you know where he is.
You back.
Eyes closed, just
Yeah.
That is going to be 6.
What if I told you if I'd been hit once by them doing like nominal damage, I'd be dead already?
19.
19 brings me exactly to 0.
Oh, wow. You are no longer a... What were you?
Medusa.
Will
Medusa.
that automatically then free Annie from the restraint that she's in?
It'll
Then it'd be the same
automatically
as-
pass the next save.
And then she'd be at the start of her turn.
Well, one second. Otherwise, a creature that fails to save begins it. A strange creature must make it repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn, becoming petrified on it. So either it turns to stone or doesn't at the end of this turn.
Okay.
So it has to make a Constitution saving throw again.
It automatically passes, what they call it?
Is it
No,
based on
it's just the Constitution saving throw.
Because it's already happening.
So it is starting to turn to stone. Whether or not the noose is there. Okay.
And
So it does, in fact, turn to stone.
there's a stoned cloaker there.
Stoned cloaker.
Stone's metal cloaker.
I don't know how to make something stoned.
A
It's
gray
fine, I'll
aura.
figure it out. I'll figure
Oh, wait,
it out.
that was
It's
a-
fine. Okay, great.
That's right, it's a 15, because I rolled it at disadvantage for some reason, but it's an advantage. So it was 14, it was a 14 and whatever, the
Con mod?
7. Yeah, it was a 14 and a 7, it's a +1 con mod. So 15.
Then that passes.
I took the 7.
Okay, so it's fine.
Okay.
I was used to rolling at
I
disadvantage
know.
for my attack, so my mind automatically went to the
I'll
lower
stop
number.
trying to change her into being stone.
I'm Cloaker the Elemental.
What?
Cloaker the Elemental.
Under the fire.
Exactly.
Alright.
So it's Cotrix and Soul that are left, and me,
And Coraline.
And Coraline.
and Coraline.
Alright.
But that was at the end of its turn,
Yeah.
it repeated, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock.
I'm not gonna be there for very long. That's my goal.
I will move along, looking for more marks.
Investigation.
Hey, now I have my skills. Mucho Betero.
Roll that for one.
No, they're not considered secret doors.
Oh.
27.
Nice. With that, both Annie, the cloaker, and Cotrix. 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Oh God.
Turn back into
Then on
themselves.
that,
Yes.
can I then bonus action dash and get some more?
My random decided DC will be much higher. Because you're just swiping.
Yes.
Sure, swiper now swiping. Go for it.
Roger Rabbit, that's like
Another investigation.
Yeah.
Swiper, more swiping.
28.
Okay. You do swipe through quite a few of the hastily drawn, but very careful runes, but nobody turns back.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm
Brock.
like much further around the room, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're.
Just going.
There you go. Cotrix.
So I'm going to take the round to recover from the fact that Soul was just inside of me. I will take the dodge action and just kind of like,
Soul,
don't want to know you that well.
the source of your fire is gone.
He still takes fire damage
Still
because he
on
has
Still on fire.
please.
10 fire damage.
Thank God. That's how much I have left.
Yay!
My guilt.
Okay, you revert
It's
that.
on.
Let's go.
It is on.
Oh, yes, the women are the survivors.
I think I would
That's
want
not a good
Am I unconscious? Am I?
You
Just
pop back to
Revert
being
to your
yourself.
original form.
Yep, you are you.
It's just like
And I'm just kind of like staring at you. We never talk about this. Ever.
Anything on your turn other than recovering?
I gotta stand well away from the ensuing shit show that's about to go down. Just
Yeah.
take out my maul and be like, you don't want any of it. Like, I'm done. Keep it between the two of you.
Cotrix, would you like to take an attack of opportunity as he walks away?
No.
Okay. Coraline.
That's how bad that is.
Bite.
Yeah. Round 2.
Claw. 23.
Yeah.
Good, you got her.
8 magical slashing. Other claw. Ooh, 17.
Yeah. How many attacks do you get a day?
4. 8 magical
I
slashing.
assume that you would fire one out when you get to
Bite,
your
2
form
claws and a tail is what I get every time.
Use an action.
And with my tail, that is 22.
Yep.
So you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
21. Oh, no, sorry, 11.
Okay, you are not poisoned, but you take
Holy shit balls.
So many.
Yeah.
I'm immune to poison damage in my fire elemental form.
22 combined piercing and poison damage.
22.
I realized that the snakes weren't going
Okay,
to work
you just
on
took me
because
down from 87 down to 49.
I'm fucking sick of this. Can you tell?
All right,
Alright.
my turn.
Your turn.
I do have a question.
Yes.
When they got reverted to their natural forms, did the fire that...
I will assume it did. I
Okay.
don't know. We can look it up if we care.
Your turn?
Yeah.
7 fire damage.
Tom, anything on your turn? I'm gonna go back and forth between Kenzie
I'm
and.
just kind of like make sure that it's horns and not snakes.
Okay, yeah.
Like-
Good, you're good.
Hey. And I'm looking at Stone.
Yeah.
How much to leave one of them that way?
Coach Reach will pipe up. Do the snake, or the aid.
Do either of you speak common right now?
I speak the local dialect and telepathy.
Oh.
So telepathy means that you can speak into people's
Yes.
heads.
Yes, I can.
But you still have to know the language unless that.
So what is the local language?
I know the local dialect.
Mages. Speak out. In either case, he says, I don't want to get fired.
So that was 20 something to hit
Okay.
you. And that, oh god, wow, these dice are crappy. That wasn't so bad. 13, so half of that.
7.
Next hit is a 13 to hit
Nope.
you.
Are we stuck
You're
like
just
this?
like-
It's
Are
fucking
you back to Coraline, or bro, do you want to
Annie, get her! You can still have
Oh, and Annie, sorry.
Annie's gonna come to my 8 side
Great.
and give you.
Can you speak?
To give them commands?
Yeah, that's true.
Or is it mental?
I mean, she would like still come to my aid. Like I've used my bonus action.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes or no?
Right
like-
now, you're fine. But we'll talk about that later. I want you guys to finish each other off the next 3 minutes.
Okay. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
The brawl will ask the others, should I let them finish or should I try to find more runes?
Let's just press buttons.
Alright,
Alright.
running through over towards Soul, I guess.
Okay.
Continuing down the wall.
Swipey, swipey, swipey.
Only a 15 that time.
Explains my low rolls. No. Neither of them turn back.
Alright.
Coraline.
Bite for 21.
Yep.
That's 13 magical piercing. Claw number 1. Nope. Claw number 2.
Bad die.
15.
Yep.
It's just 1. 6, 7 magical slashing, and then my tail, which is a 16.
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Modified 20.
Okay.
That's such a beautiful noise.
21 piercing slash poison.
So
Still good?
at the end of her turn, I'm good.
But now fire happens.
10 points of fire damage. I'm at 1. It doesn't matter what you roll.
Well done, Coraline.
How much you got left?
25.
Nice.
One good
I
hand.
only started with 67, you guys.
So I started with 157.
And I outlasted
Be
everybody.
resistant to my damage.
I'm resistant to everything. everything. Yeah.
Coraline,
45 total health.
Can I just
and
heal
no
myself?
weapons.
eventually either Bra ends up finding a room that's yours or Stone the Mighty ends it. But eventually all of you do.
I realized that I
cancel
moved up
out.
to you to attack, but I'm immune to fire damage, so that would not have helped me. So I swung at Mackenzie instead.
He's very proud of you in his very cold way. Just remember the lessons I taught you. And with that, we're gonna, so over time, you basically repeat these lessons, but we're not actually gonna do them.
Right.
Until you are, have graduated from the academy. We'll have your ceremony next time. I'll have to decide what that looks like. And then you will be getting a feat of your choice.
I want a certificate.
Yes.
I want a D&D certificate.
Let me put that in there. Graduated.
I can tell you right now.
Sirs. Okay. So we'll pick up that next week. I will be good. I'll be here. Not do that again.
Question: what was everybody's CR?
5.
3. I was a 6.
4.
Nice.
9.
Oh my god! I guess that's what 5 attacks
Are we
gets
able to
you.
know what the options
Yeah, I'll
are
text you.
today? It's
I
like,
could
don't
also
know right now.
summon devils, but I thought
I
that
can
would
tell
be
you.
too much.
well, so we can contemplate, like,
Yeah.
if it's an option.
Your feat options are Magic
Sam.
Initiate if you don't already have a magic class, Mage Slayer, War Caster, or Ritual Caster. And I can text those to the group. That's
Yeah, that'd be
your,
cool.
Yes.
Yep, that's gonna be your graduation. For putting up with all my craziness
Hey,
over the past
it
month
was
and a half or
fun.
so. Good.
I mean, with the exception of the one class that we had no fucking idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Also, you have a brief recollection of flashes of evocation, or no? What's the evocation that I
What was
skipped?
it? It was Mage Slayer,
She'll text the group.
Enchantment?
I will. Enchantment, thank you. You have vague flashes of enchantment, but you can't quite remember the class. And we'll see you next
So
week.
enchanting.
Bye.